2Dextreme.
To the extreme.
Outside the lab.
Volume 26.
Going down, ladies and gentlemen.
Back in effect, back in effect, back in effect. Woo! We apologize for the wait. We do apologize for the wait. But as you know, things go on. R.I.P. to my best friends, Big Thad. R.I.P. Kutu, we miss y'all.
All right, my friend.
All right, my friend. All right, my friend. Yeah.
So, today, ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. Let's go ahead and talk about job infrastructure, on how the employer baits the employee into, as we say, an induced mind of slavery in order for a product. What you think about this, Shoot?
I can go with anything, baby. I'm with that. Because that's what a lot of employers do. They induce a slave-minded mentality to keep an employer in that slave mind. You know, it's that whole matrix, you know, thing.
And you know, that matrix thing. Yeah, all these places, all these companies, they have a system that they have to go by in order to create revenue. And they need you. The man at the bottom of the totem pole. So, now they got some companies that give you great benefits, great salary, great retirement. Did you ever think about what you have to go through just to get it? You know, is it a job that you're at because you have no choice but to be at, or is it a job that you love? You know, if you got a job that you love, you never work a day in your life.
That's true, and that's true. Once you find something you love, then you never actually work. You know, as you would say, you have something to do, and you just are making a financial cutback from it. You know, but a lot of people don't know how to actually find something that they like and get paid from it. What they do is they go through life working what you consider a job. And a job is something that has to be done. Everybody, you know, a job would be like cutting grass or, you know, your menial labor. And that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it or like that, because you got some people that like cutting grass, some people that like climbing trees and cutting trees. If that's your passion, then you know, invest in yourself to have your own company. But if that's not your passion, then that's just a job. And what you would do from that point is find out what you love and you like. So then therefore you don't have to work a day in your life because you're doing something that you like. That's the whole trick to it though. Finding something that you like and then sticking with it. See, like what us doing 2Dextreme outside the lab. We do this for free. Alright, so when the money rolls in, it's not too much of a step up because we was already doing it. And we're not broke right now, you know, so it will be more, it's going to be more of a plus when that financial ring starts coming in. It's coming. And when it does, it's like, oh, now we're getting the fruit, like they say, the fruits of your labor. That's what's called the fruits of your labor. And it comes from you doing what you love to do. And in this quest, it's a journey. And you just keep working every day, working hard. And, you know, you have more good days than bad days. You seek out business relationships. And the main thing is execute. Execute. That's why we call ourselves on the side the execution crowd, because we believe in executing. If you're not going to execute, stay out of it. From that point, you always want to look at P&L, profit and loss. How much are you actually spending? How much you're actually taking in? And how much does it take to get the job done? Because a lot of people get in situations where they P&L don't match up. They get into something not knowing what the cost is, and they wind up spending so much money on the cost when the actual money comes in from what you receive from the job, is the profit is not that much because you spent so much on cost. To give you an example, if you were going out to cut grass and they had so many acres, you would have to see, or you would have to know how many acres, so you would have to know how much gas to buy ahead of time, how many lawnmowers to have ahead of time. Because if you're going to cut 9 or 10 acres, then of course you would need ample amount of gas. You're going to need a ride more, you know. And these are things you want to have instead of telling someone you could do the job, and then when you do finally get the job done, you pay more to get the job done than what you actually getting paid from the job. Okay. You gotta look at the P&L, you gotta look at the profit and the loss. And one thing that employer loves is a employee who doesn't ask questions. Straight up. It's straight up. That's what an employee wants from an employer wants from an employee. You know, don't ask questions. That'll sum it up right there. You know, just,
hey, I need you to do this and this and this. Yes, sir. That's what they want to hear right there. They don't want to hear, well, you need me to do this way, or do I need to get this for this, or do I need to get for this for that? No, they just want to hear that, yes, sir, I'm on.
That's it. And also dealing with the job infrastructure, you have to know when to get out. It's like, think about it back in the days when they had slaves on the plantation. Slaves didn't escape singly. They done it in groups. So if you're on the job and you know that you want to get away from the job and you want to start doing things on your own, then maybe it's good for you to find people on your job that are like mine. And then y'all find out a plan where y'all can get away from the job. It's the same tactic. It's the same tactic. Because when you look at slaves back in the early 1800s and 1700s, when they would escape from the plantations, they done it in groups. And what people call their jobs nowadays, the plantation. It's just modern day, you hear that a lot of times. People say, I'm going to the plantation. Some people are like, oh, how could you say that? It's a frame of mind, but in actuality, in some cases, it is what it is. It's the plantation. And you have to make your escape at some point. You have to see, where you want to invest in yourself. Do you have the like minds with you that's willing to invest? And when you get those people lined up, then you start seeing what they like, what you like, and make sure it's a win-win situation. No one wants to be in a situation where they're not winning. So as long as you put a person in a situation where you know they're going to win and you're going to win, everybody comes out successful. Because at the end of the day, it's not all about you. It's about the next man.
The biggest plantation that they have is the prison system. They're not owned. Everybody think they're owned by the county, the government, the state. They're not. They're just funded by them. They're owned by private companies. You even have celebrities that put in stock in these places because it's basically free labor. We out here where minimum wage is still at what?
$8.50 or something like that, $8.25.
So
$7.50.
$7.50.
$7.50. That's what it is. $7.50.
$7.50.
Oh,
and a lot of states have went and raised their minimum wage, getting ready for whenever the minimum wage change comes. We've still been waiting for it. Right. So you making $7.50 at a job, but the guy in the prison, which they do pay them, but they're not paying them. I'm gonna put it like this: we getting paid peanuts. They getting paid sweet peas.
They just had a benefit. They just had a better benefit.
They getting paid like $1 an hour, $2 an hour to fix cars, to manufacture all these type of goods. And the company that's selling them, they're getting the 500 to 600 to 700% profit because they don't have to really pay these people all of these benefits, insurance, compensations of vacations, holiday pay. Right. You don't have to pay them none of that.
Right. Think about it like this here. All right. Think about your job. The average Joe that's watching this right now. Think about your job where you work in. Now think about if the owner of your job could take the job and put it inside of a prison. Think about your job where you work at. I don't care where you work at. Think of your job being done inside of, because it can be done. I don't care what you're doing. If you're sitting there filing papers, I don't care what you're doing. It can be done. They have a prisoner in America that can do your job. That's why they have a thing called a federal prison and a state prison. So don't think because you're sitting behind the desk and you have a such and such IQ and a GPA that there's someone that can't do your job. No, that's why they have the federal prison. Okay, that's where the guys like Bernie Madoff go. Okay, those where the Ponzi schemers go. So don't think because you have some high sophisticated job that job can be outsourced. Your job can be outsourced to the prison too. Okay, homeboy, homegirl. And what I'm basically saying is that if you're a person that's working in the railroad industry and you're working on rail cars all day, while working on rail cars all day, take what I'm saying. They can take that plant and put it inside of a prison, take all of those tools, all of the equipment, that same warehouse, put it inside of a prison. Now you have prisons that's doing your job for way less amount. And that's what he's talking about, the private industry. And we put his name out there. Michael Jordan is one of the known people that's funding in the prison money. And when you think about it, it's sad, but it makes sense. People kill each other for Michael Jordan, right?
Shit.
They kill each other.
They've been doing it for 20-something years.
So you have people being locked up since the 80s for killing Jordan, robbing Jordan, all this here. So that means somebody one day went to him, scratched him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, Mike, I got a great idea for you, buddy. Listen, buddy, listen. We can make you an extra $8 to $9 million back a year, or maybe $8 to $9 million a quarter." That's probably how they came in with it first. It probably was a year. 8-9 million a year, then it probably flipped to 9 million a quarter, which turned to like 36 million a year just off of the prison industry. And they just basically let them know, hey man, with all the crime going on, you might as well invest in the private prison. Instead of him thinking, you know what, I'm going to invest in the Salvation Armies, put in more education programs in the cities, you know, put in more things for the kids to do so they won't have an ample time on their hands to go kill each other behind doors. And he should have made himself more accessible to the people so people won't feel like, oh, you way up here and we down here. I don't feel like nobody's up there. I feel like I'm up there. And you know, and then you should feel like that too. You should never feel like somebody's up here and you down here. No. You up here. And I'm telling you that you up here. Straight up. And he would have made himself more accessible. Maybe you would have had less murders. Maybe you would have had less stealing in the stores. Maybe you had less fights in the store. You would have had less. But when you have somebody that's cooning the way he is, straight up, this what you get. That's the product. That's the product what you get. And that's just that in a nutshell on that private industry. We all looked up to Michael Jordan. We all, you know, wanted to be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. You know, we all went through that phase. And yeah, when you look at the after effect of what's going on, Mike's somebody that you don't want to be like. For real. He's somebody you don't want to be like.
This is a man that made his shoes so white urban kids could wear them because he knew that the kids in the projects couldn't afford a $100 tennis shoe.
And then look what happened. Guys in the projects was the first ones to go get them.
And now it done got so bad, you got to get a ticket to get a shoe. Really? You got to stand in line with a ticket to get a shoe.
I don't want your shoe that bad, bro.
Come on, man. My money is just as good as the next man.
Yeah, I don't want your shoe that bad, bro.
Another thing with this infrastructure is that you got all these rich people. They don't want to spend their money. So they can stay rich, and the poor stay poor. But see, this is the thing. Rich people have tax write-offs every year, every time they give to a charity. Like J.J. Watt raised all that money during the storm. That was his organization. They raised that money. So guess what? The government got to front him at least 80% or more of that back because it's a tax write-off. He gave it to people. So if all the rich people actually sat down and said, you know what, the best way we can help this country and make it grow is to start giving money to the poor people, and not necessarily directly to the poor people, but you can set up
like a funnel program, a funnel. It'll be a funnel system.
You know, certain programs that where these people can either get this money or they can get programs to educate themselves, to build themselves, where they can get different trades, where they can make better money, so the economy will grow. And if the poor man at least get to the middle class, if you eliminate the poor status and just have middle class and upper class, this country would be a whole lot better because the middle class and the rich want to make money. Right. And they want to make it without with no interruptions in the criminal asset. And with that being said, you eliminate the crime because everybody gonna have some money. Everybody can say, damn man, it's Wednesday, I'm broke. I know Friday that check can come. Everybody can wait 2 days. Everybody, even the rich man can wait 2 days to get some money. So if you ever if these people were ever to just come together, just a few of them, If you can get 10 billionaires just to come together and do this, this whole country would be a whole lot better.
Well, here's the catch. We'll get back to this in part 2. And I heard a wise man say this. If the rich people took all the money and gave all the money to the poor people, in 6 months, the money will be right back in the rich people's hands. Because poor people have to understand the discipline of spending. It's 2Dextreme outside the lab. We'll be back with part 2 with y'all. Peace.
Hey.